Of a very cool moment for one of our listeners, Maureen. She went from sightseeing at the Vatican to all of a sudden the Pope is right in front of her in the Pope-mobile. What that moment was like here in about 3 minutes. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah, and it feels so good to say Brian, and he's actually sitting in front of me when I say it.
I know.
I missed you guys.
I miss you.
We missed you too, man.
More. 8:28. It's Kyle, Brian, and it's on Mix.
Okay, let's not start this.
Now we're fighting.
Let's have a look at our GoDurhamTransit.org on-time traffic. There is a disabled vehicle on I-440 eastbound at Wake Forest Road, exit 10 this morning. Looks like it's causing a little bit of slowdown, but that's really about it. And other than that, there's just a couple of road hazards, one on Tryon Road and Lake Wheeler Road, and the other was slow down. Other one is on West Street and Wade Avenue. Second cup of coffee just kicked in. Let's move on now and take a look at our WRAL Severe Weather Center forecast.
I'm meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. Things are dry this morning, but during the evening commute, it's likely to be messy. Today is a WRAL weather and stalls over us and brings us a chance of just some isolated wind damage. We'll see a high of 83 degrees. Storms ending after midnight and our overnight low 65. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy, but again, some late day storms with a high in the upper 70s.
And Brian, the answer is no. Just because his name has Reigns in it, WWE superstar Roman Reigns cannot be the next Pope. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix. A couple hours ago, Brian wants the Pope and how services are to be delivered like it's Monday Night Raw or Saturday Night Live. I don't think it's going to go that direction,
just
Brian.
like a little televangelist energy. Just something to, get people stirred up about Jesus.
Okay.
You want a televangelistic Pope?
Okay.
I mean, not with the gross greediness, but with the showmanship, sure.
Okay.
So yesterday morning, we say goodbye to Pope Francis at 88 years old. Crazy, he still did his service on Sunday.
The same day he
and
died.
And then a day later, all within the 24 hours it happens. And this man lived his life of humility. He could have been in the presidential palace where the Pope stayed. Now he's like, I just want my 2-bedroom apartment. And he always wanted to be seen as such a normal guy, even though the dude wielded such great power. With that, we reached out to a lot of you last night on Facebook. Hey, have any of you been to the Vatican? Have you met the Pope? Here comes Maureen, who's with us right now. She went from sightseeing at the Vatican to next thing you know, the Pope is coming out in his Pope-mobile, and he's right in front of her. Maureen, I mean, what a moment that you had several years ago.
It was crazy. Yes. My husband and I went to Europe for our 20th anniversary, and we were around the Vatican area, and, we didn't know what all the barricades were for or anything. We figured that the Pope was going to be coming out of his little window there, waving to everybody. And it turns out he kind of rode through his little Pope-mobile through the barricades. And my husband, he was so close to us, and I said, oh, my God, this is great. I'm Catholic, so it was like, the best thing ever. And my husband goes, can you pick me up? Can you pick me up? So, how people will have their babies in their hands and they want the Pope to kiss their baby. He goes, can you pick me up so that the Pope can kiss me?
Well, did you?
No. He said, I thought, no.
Anything
it was
surprising about the Pope? You see him on TV, but wow, when he's a couple feet away from you, is that a different experience?
Yeah, he actually looks like David Hasselhoff the closer you get.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Young David Hasselhoff, Brian.
Yeah, can you see an outline of abs in his Pope
Pope robe?
His Pope robe?
No, I didn't see his abs, but no, it was a great experience, and he was. It was amazing.
I've been to the Vatican once, and it's a really unique experience. It's a city within a city, and it's already an event just to be there. I can't imagine what it's like to have an event of that magnitude. The Pope, I mean, he's the mayor of the Vatican, basically. What was the atmosphere like? Did everyone knew he was coming out except for you?
Obviously, yeah. No, I mean, we just started filing in, and, you kind of set yourself up behind these barricades. And we were just, like I said, we were just thinking he was going to peek his head out of the window there. And sure enough, he just rode his little Pope-mobile, and we were right next to the barricade. So we were that
is
close.
Unbelievable. I want to.
Pope-mobile.
Can we share your picture on Facebook? I know you put it in the post, but this picture really is incredible how close you got. And I love that you treated it like a music festival. You needed to get on your hubby's like shoulders and oh look, it's Eddie Vedder. No, it's just the Pope, Maureen.
Francis.
But I know, like, kind of alluding to. I'm sorry, let me back this up. Kind of going along with Sarah's question. You see the Pope, and I mean, there's like this aura. It seems around him. Not it seems. It's the Pope. There's an aura. What did that feel like as you were so close to this guy?
Well, I really liked him because I feel like he changed the Catholicism just a little bit, and trying to in this modern time, and things have changed, the world has changed. So I really liked his personality and the way he went about things, and tried to change things to make things a little bit more
Inclusive.
doable in the world today.
Right, a Pope
Yeah.
that accepts gay people.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I know.
Yeah.
Love is love,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
My son's middle name is Francis, so before I named him, I looked up Pope Francis, and I was like, okay, let me see if this guy's a jerk or not, And, because some popes weren't always the nicest people.
Yes, that
and
is
so I
true.
looked him up, and he used to be a bouncer in a bar. He always wore like the same shoes until they fell apart. He was so humble.
Oh, blessed are the
Yeah.
meek.
Yes.
And I loved
Yes.
how humble he was, and I think he really did. Yeah, I thought he was a cool guy, and I am not
Yeah.
Catholic, but I really appreciated who he was and how he did things within the church, which has had some serious issues in the past.
Yes, he
Absolutely,
lived a life of humility. That's for sure.
Yep.
Maureen, thank you for the very cool story. So cool, you're within a couple of feet of Pope Francis. What a moment! Thank you for calling us, and you have a great day. Okay.
You too. You guys have a great day.
You
Bye,
too.
Maureen.